Hey everybody, it's Barbara, and today we're going to be making a healthy and nutritious spread that you can use on your sandwiches as a great alternative to mayonnaise or mustard to help boost your sandwich to a higher nutritional level. You can also use it as a dip with carrots, let's say, or some crackers. Or my personal favorite way to use it is using a nice big tablespoon of it in your soups to help enhance the flavor of your soup as well as bring the nutritional status another step up. So it's a sun-dried tomato spread, and if you've been watching my videos, you probably know that I'm not a huge fan of dairy. So my clients are always asking me, give me an alternative to the sour cream or the cheese or the mayonnaise that I'm using right now as part of my spread. This is something I came across in my travels that is not only incredibly easy to make and absolutely delicious, it's loaded in nutrition and has benefits across the board. So we start with sun-dried tomatoes, and sun-dried tomatoes in and of themselves contain no fat and no cholesterol. These particular sun-dried tomatoes are packed in olive oil, so therefore they have some fat obviously, but it's a beneficial fat that's useful for your cardiovascular system. What you need to know about tomatoes is that they're incredibly nutritious. They're high in vitamin C and potassium as well as a bit of iron. They are probably best known for their lycopene content. Lycopene is a very powerful carotenoid antioxidant that has been shown to help prevent prostate cancer in men. So the guideline for tomato intake is about 10 servings of tomato products a week. You want to start including that as much as you can now, because if you live long enough and you're a male, you're likely to get some perhaps development of prostate cancer because it's a very prevalent cancer in men. So starting early on in your life, making a habit of including tomato-based products is a great way to help prevent this really preventable cancer. So another thing you need to know about tomatoes is that raw tomatoes don't release lycopene as well as cooked tomatoes. So you want to think about using cooked tomatoes often, like tomato sauce or tomato soup, things like that. And when you're using raw tomatoes or sun-dried tomatoes, you want to include olive oil. The olive oil helps release the lycopene. So again, lycopene helps prevent prostate cancer. It has also been shown to help prevent lung cancer. And it's such a powerful antioxidant that it's 100 times more powerful than vitamin E in helping to prevent the signs of aging on your skin. So it helps prevent wrinkling and sagging of skin. And as time marches on, you want to do whatever you can to help you look as well as you can so that you feel good about your face and how you're looking and how you're living your life. So we can start with tomatoes, and we include that. Oh, and let me also say, because this is super important, that tomatoes are great for your cardiovascular system because those antioxidants help prevent blockages in the arteries. So it's a great heart healthy spread as well. So we start with tomatoes. I'm using my Vitamix, but you could use a food processor if you don't have a Vitamix. This is just really convenient for me. So that's our foundation. Then we're going to add some garlic. I use garlic in virtually all my videos, so I'm sure you're aware by now that it's useful for your health. But let me just quickly say that garlic has been shown to help lower blood pressure. It helps with your cholesterol level, so it's great for your cardiovascular risk factors, and it helps prevent the stickiness of blood. So if you have high cholesterol, if you have calcifications in your arteries, you want to maintain healthy blood flow, because if it's too viscous, if it's too thick, more blockages can develop, and unfortunately then people can have things like heart attacks or stroke. So garlic is great to help prevent that stickiness. Garlic also has lots of antibacterial, antifungal, and antiviral properties. So we're going to include that. It's also really delicious, so we love it, and we're going to stick that in there as well. So I'm eyeballing everything. It was probably about 2 cups or 2.5 cups of the sun-dried tomatoes. I'm putting 4 cloves of garlic, but I'm going to adjust that as I go along and taste it. Then we're going to add basil. So basil is so aromatic and delicious. We all love it. It also has antiviral, antibacterial properties, so that's great. It's good for your immune system, and it also helps prevent the stickiness of blood. So I cut up a little bit and putting that in there, but I really like actually picking it off the plant, because I feel like, I don't know, it's spring and it's the end of winter right now when we're filming this. So I'm going to just take a bunch off of this plant and throw it in there, and again, we'll adjust the flavors as we go along. Then we're adding oregano. I happen to be able to get a little bit of fresh oregano, which is a little unusual in winter time, but this is great and it smells so good. Oregano has really powerful antifungal properties. So in fact, there's a supplement that's out there that's made with the essential oil of oregano that has been used for yeast infections, systemic candida infections, fingernail and toenail funguses. So we include that, and it's also delicious. So we'll add that to our Vitamix, right? And then we're going to put a little bit of olive oil just to make sure that that dip is nice and liquidy. I'm just going to eyeball that. And again, we'll adjust the flavors as we go along. And then, of course, a little bit of sea salt to help bring out the flavor of the spread. So we put that in the Vitamix, cover it up, and then we'll get it started. So now we have this great dip. Just so you know, I thinned it out with a little bit of water as I was making it because it needed to have something to thin it a bit, and I didn't want to add more olive oil. When you're making this at home, definitely start with olive oil because again, the olive oil helps to release the lycopene and it also enhances the flavor. But if you're making it and you feel like it needs a little bit of something to thin it out, then you could certainly use water to keep the calories down. So now we're going to add this incredible smelling dip to our nice bowl. And like I said earlier, you can use this instead of mayonnaise or mustards on your sandwiches to help give your sandwich a great flavor and also give it a nutritional boost. It tastes really great in sandwiches. Another thing you could do is that you can serve this with carrot sticks or crackers when you have dinner parties and help keep your friends healthy as well. I also mentioned earlier that my favorite way to use this is that I add a tablespoon of it to my vegetable soups and it enhances the flavor of my soup. So it also brings up the nutritional value and makes it taste great. Another thing we're going to be making with this pesto in one of our upcoming videos is that we're going to be using it as a base for pizza. So if you've been avoiding pizza because you think it might not be in line with your health and your nutrition goals, then you'll want to check back for that because you can still enjoy pizza and be healthy. So if you enjoy videos like this, if you like to learn about how food can help contribute to your positive health, then check out my blog at rootsandseeds.com. I have loads of videos on there, recipe videos that you can choose from. If you want to know more about me and my nutrition practice, then check out BarbaraMendezNutrition.com. And if you have a man in your life that you love, whether it's your brother or your husband or your boyfriend or your dad, you'll want to forward this video to him because no matter how young he may be, he can start right now to help prevent a very preventable cancer. 10 servings of tomato products a week has been shown to help protect against prostate cancer. 2 tablespoons of this pesto is 1 serving. So that's a delicious way to get him on a healthy track. So thanks so much. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. If you have any comments, I'd love to hear them below. And do check back for more videos in upcoming weeks. Thanks so much and have a great day.